And we can begin! Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Once again having...
So, oh, it's me. I'm Pi, the voice actor that's going to be doing the voices for these characters, most likely in more episodes, and most likely in the Undertale Yellow video coming out later today or tomorrow, depending on when Red's to post this.
It's an entire mystery. Hang on. Trying to make your voice louder real quick. Like, through Discord.
So, excuse me.
No, I can hear you, I'm just trying to, like, make your voice louder.
I was talking to
Oh.
somebody.
Well, looks like I can't do that right now. Okay. Adios. Yeah. If you don't remember what happened last time, we got this. Also, just so
I have no idea what's about to happen, so...
Just so you're aware, this is what happened when I retry to click this. And I remember the code just in case I need to do it. I'll go with Lyle and
I'll
Cannon.
go with Lyle and Cannon.
Okay, are you voicing Echo or am I?
Do you want to?
I voiced Echo last time.
Alright then, I guess you're voicing Echo.
Alright.
Then that's that. We'll investigate to our fullest abilities and rendezvous back here before 4 p.m. Is that all right with you, Lyle? Yes, ma'am.
Lyle had already begun walking past the door before she asked. Cannon silently matched his pace. I hastened to keep up. We stepped through the doorway into the darkness. But what was going on? I rubbed my shoulder, reaching the distant pain that haunted my memories. Glanced back at the other group. Missy gave a small patting and wave before turning down the hallway to investigate with Forte and say, "It's like nothing happened. I could only hope nothing awful would happen here." So, last time we were doing this, I don't think it was ever confirmed. However, it was heavily implied that it was Cannon who split our back in half. My eyes adjusted to the dim lighting as we quickly met with stairs that tumbled back dark length. Not a single word was exchanged between the three of us as we trudged down the steps further away from the foyer's glittering hall. An anxious feeling rose in my stomach as I glanced back at the dying light. The other group was already out of sight. After some time, the foreign floor beneath us revealed itself at the bottom of the stairs. The hidden floor was gained access to and stood in stank contrast to the previous floors. The lighting was dim, the walls were dark and cool. Regardless, it remained decorated with delicate gold furnishing and a small, familiar service noise. An elevator hall divided the room into two equal halves, similar to the main floor. Hey, looks like we can take this elevator back to the main wing, huh?
Probably. But what's use going back now? We made a decision to split up and we need to investigate.
Is this literally just the same story?
Look for an exit. Did we really need to be that set? Did that really need to be said?
Lyle instructed the two of us, but before anyone can get very far, we could hear the unfortunate, now familiar speaking crackle. You want me to... Okay, you're speaking.
No, I'm doing zero. So you all decided to split up, huh? That's all right. No sweat off my back. Figuratively speaking, of course.
By the way, we figured out who Zero was.
Who?
I can't remember their exact name, but they were connected to Say somehow.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Also, we
I'm
figured out
still
who
giving
Eve
them the
was.
Monokuma voice. Who?
We figured out who Eve was, the other announcement voice.
I don't know who Eve is.
Oh
I
yeah,
wasn't
I
there
don't.
for an Eve announcement.
Okay, so basically, you know how there's a black and white half to Monokuma?
Yeah?
To put it simply, Zero's the black half, Eve is the white half, or hope versus despair. Zero just wants everyone to die, and Eve's trying to take
Right.
care of everyone. But both of them have to participate for the rules of the killing game.
Thanks to your fancy bracelets, I can still locate where you are. There's no escaping for you quite yet. Anyway, I have a very special big motive for you all later on. But for now, how about some fun little gifts? Not for everyone, mind you. These will be for Cannon and Missy, respectively, at the nearest kiosk. Grab it if you want, or leave it for someone else to stumble upon. I don't care. At this point, whatever you do is meaningless anyways.
So the motives were given to the same people as before.
I'll check back in with you folks later. Enjoy your investigation.
The announcement ended. Lyle went over to the floor Noisk as directed. What is that pronounced? I've always just been saying Noisk.
Kiosk. It's a kiosk. How do you not know how kiosk is pronounced?
I'm bad at English. Don't judge me.
I am going to judge you. It's an English word.
Cannon hurried to herself between Lyle and the kiosk, or whatever it was pronounced.
Not so fast. There's no way I'm letting you see whatever this messed up shit is. How do we know it's going to be bad? Everything in this place has been nothing but bad, genius. What makes you think this is any of your business anyway?
I'm pretty sure it's just the same thing as before. Stood by curiously at the kiosk, printed a small sheet, blank face up. Cannon ripped the sheet out of her receiver, balls it up in her fist, and put it in her pocket without a glance.
I won't fall for any motives. If I don't look at the thing Zero's trying to tease me with, right?
I guess so. If it was anything like Missy's motive, it was most likely just as disturbing.
Let's see. Here's a map of our current... You're just not going to give me any time to voice?
Nope.
Huh? Fucking pull up the log now. Let's see. Here's a map of our current floor. Doesn't look like there's much here.
Two long halls paralleled each other from the opposite side of the room. Towards the back, opening stairway were two larger rooms with the trophy room and the other. As I'm going to pronounce it from now on, the... The map of the floor is the same as the blueprints I saw when I was with Missy and Forte.
Oh shit, it's the...
It's the...
It's the...
The other room was still redacted. I wonder, what is that other room? It doesn't show on the kiosk map.
Even so, we're here anyway, so we can just visit the room itself to see what it is.
Step to the kiosk to explore the underground floor. Are we just immediately going there? Peak is multi-decorated for the large hall. The rooms were separately decorated with numbers of tables, chairs, not much else. The event halls are pretty, but much like the building, they lacked any sort of quality life. Ken and I wandered about, but not for very long. Nothing glaring seemingly caught our attention. It was as if this place was never meant to be anything more than reconditional. The entire time we explored, Cannon kept safe distance from me as I pondered when the best time was to make amends. Lyle's waiting us back where we started.
Why does... About time you lot caught up.
What were you saying?
Why does Canon and Echo need to make amends?
Okay, so at the end of the second trial, Canon offered Echo a picture of everybody but Echo because Echo didn't go into the picture on the first day because he was shocked. And at the end of the second trial, Echo was really sad, so Canon gave him the picture to try and remember everybody, or more specifically Ashley, and Echo just shoved it right back in her face.
I'm not gonna lie, that is kind of a dick thing to do.
So Canon got mad, ripped it up, and then Missy just took the two halves, and yeah, now Echo wants to make amends.
What do you expect? You didn't demand we all travel glued at the hip.
Hey now. Two glared at each other, a plausible tension burned in the air. So did you find any signs of an exit?
No, the hallway behind me just goes to the shared elevator. Not a single exit in sight. But I haven't looked in either of these rooms yet.
One of the rooms is listed as the trophy room. The other is seemingly redacted. Or... I already forgot how I pronounced it.
Then let's check out the redacted one. My interest is piqued.
Okay. This is where I think it's going to be different. There was a metal template on the door, but it was scratched out. Lesser engraved lost was hacking.
Of course, the name is conveniently scratched away.
Loud read on the doorknob, but it was tight. Entry blocked activated keypad. Okay.
See? Nothing but bad.
The keypad's light indicator was red, wanting a 6-digit code to unlock it. Wait, 6 digits. Stared at the keypad for a moment and thought back to the strange experience I had not too long ago. The floor plan listed 5 floors our game was meant to take place in. The details of the 5th floor were torn out. Yet on the booklet's back panel, there was writing pressed in. Writing of, there we go, 251110.
What?
The code. I think it's 251110.
I repeat, what?
Should I try it? It's not like we have any other leads.
Are you nuts? No!
Why not?
Echo, you say you're not involved, but knowing the code to a keypad on a floor we've never been to is pushing it, don't you think? This has to be some kind of trick. You're setting us for failure in that room.
No. I don't know how to explain how I know. It's just, I have a strange memory. When our group was splitting up, I went Missy and Forte. First, we went to Cyrus's room, and that's where I saw the 6 digits.
Yeah, right. That's awfully convenient information, don't you think? We only split up once. Where did you possibly find the time and means to do such a thing?
I wish I could tell you, but I don't know. What happened earlier didn't make a lint of sense to me either. I mean, there was a body discovery announcement. I think it was you. Was that your Discord or was that my Discord?
Who was what?
That was my Discord. Ah! Why are people still trying to get me to play Survivor on Discord?
Shut up.
Lyle's voice cut the air.
Echo, I don't understand you. First you turn everyone against Art, then you do everything to deny Ashley's actions against Cyrus. And now you miraculously know the code for this door we've never seen? Just what on earth are you up to? Give me reason to believe you're not involved. What's stopping me from believing you're all part of the act? From not having any remarkable talent to sabotaging the trials at every which way?
Don't forget, Lau, he was called the ultimate memory for a reason. Hang on!
What do you have to gain by behaving like this?
That's enough!
You didn't let me read!
I didn't press it. That was an automatic thing. Do you want to read it?
Yeah.
What do you have to gain by behaving like this? Is it some kind of twisted ploy to provoke the killing game further?
You really think I wanted this? Look, I'm just as frustrated as you are. It was never my intention to turn anyone against art. The circumstance we were in is a demanding vote, be cast less by everyone suffering the consequences. You really believe I'm an implication factor in this game? Don't you think for a second I wanted any of this to happen? I'm still at a complete loss of how I'm here to begin with. You really think I wanted my best friend to go through the emotional turmoil she went through when she found out I was in this game? You think I wanted her to die protecting me? We're all in pain, and suffering isn't a competition. So I'm sorry that I don't have the answer to your questions, but I'm doing my best to combat these desperating feelings. After the second trial, I saw how hurt everyone looked. Not just for my sake, but because we went and found ourselves in some horrible and inescapable, I never asked for this ultimate student nonsense. And it may be selfish to want to protect Ashley, but what did you expect? You wanted to protect art, didn't you? Arguing like this isn't going to solve anything. I don't know if the code will work, much less know what's in the room to begin with, and I don't expect you to trust me with it, but it's the only thing we have at the moment. Lyle let out a defeated sigh.
I'm sorry too. I'm just trying to find a reason why the only person who gave me the time of day had to leave so quickly.
His voice dropped to a low whisper.
I felt like I let Art down. Messed up big time. He was misled by me, thinking Pandora was suspicious. It's my fault, huh?
Lyle was no different from me. He was trapped with the impression that his friend's downfall was a direct consequence from his actions. No, it's not as simple as that. No one is singularly at fault. I won't speak on behalf of Art, but given the danger and threat of danger, I'm sure he just wanted to keep everyone safe. None of us known we would end up in a scenario, and Art least of all would truly want to cause harm. Dude.
Oh, sorry.
He strangled Pandora, though.
I know. There's no denying that. He did what he thought was right to try and end the game. It's hard to say what's right and wrong. We can only move forward with our best judgments learned from what we've experienced. We have to at least try, right?
I'm tired too, Echo. I can't sleep. Whether we try to be cautious or take a risk and test the rules, the situation ends up being the same. We're still trapped. Still trapped and doomed to the responsibility of our past actions. We can't change anything that has to happen.
Cannon stare at the floor absently. Yeah, but there's nothing left to try but this. I just hope you can trust me on this.
Alright, try the code.
I nodded and approached the keypad. 2, 5, 1, 1, 1, 0. The
Bro.
keypad accepted the code, and the sound of the latch being released clicked on it. It worked. Another cackling in the air interrupted me as I gasped at the door handle.
Shoot! Did Zero catch us in the act?
My heart was racing. Did I accidentally set something off? I paused as the three of us stood with bating breath.
Hey, just checking in with you all. Having fun exploring the new digs? I bet you are.
Oh, is this the Forte music?
What?
Nothing, keep going.
I have two more fun little gifts for you folks. Forte and Psy.
Okay, it is.
Der Salmon song is for the former and for the latter. Nothing. You're kind of insignificant. So such a gift suits a person. Yeah? Wow! Enjoy this weird tune if you can. It's all in German, so it's nonsense to me.
Yours voice dropped and the tune carried on. Gentle haunting piano accompanied by drones soft vocals. I couldn't comprehend what was being said, but the atmosphere strong was created was unnerving. Oh, Zero didn't say anything about us entering the room. That aside, neither Lyle and I confiscated Zero's gifts.
That's a good thing. Come on, Echo. Let's see what's in there already.
Oh, right. Shaking the thought, I pressed the door open with a slow creak. Okay, we're ready to see what's in the room.
In the
You know, I don't know what I was
What the
expecting,
fuck?
but this was not end. Upon shutting the door, the ominous song ceased in its crooning within the room. We found ourselves in a hexagonal, eerie room with full-length capsule-like objects crafted in the centerpiece. Standing workstations lift the walls, corresponding to the capsule objects on each wall, usually monitors and control field each section. Is this how we got in? What is this place? Step further in, our footsteps echoing through the chamber.
If I had to guess, considering our killing game scenario, one could say there ought to be a cold room to store bodies.
You think this is where they are?
Well, it would make sense that this place was hidden behind layers of precautionary security. Though it's not a very conventional design, if that's the case.
I inched cautiously towards one of the large capsules. There's a small display monitoring the footage of the closed capsule that read stable in a green bright letters. Spotted the small viewing capsule. I made my way and peeked in. You! I stepped back at the sight.
What is that?
I recalled the person's vintage that when I was with Missing Forte. Ah, I forgot his name. Me Pandora's sister, and who I'm presuming to be Eve.
What is it?
Lyle ran to the window, standing the opposite side of me, his eyes widened.
Is that Pandora? This document says otherwise. Same last name, though.
Kenna was holding a mediocre chart that was hanging near the stable indicator. It's her. My voice was barely a whisper. I stared at the vision. My vision twisted as I felt the heart racing. The other announcement Forte had discovered along with Zero's true identity. The other announcement behind the killing game was right in front of me. Lyle paused and took a closer look at the person in the capsule. He took out the secret note he had been holding onto and inspected it further. Without a word, he started unclatching the capsule.
What are you doing? Are you going to take that person out of the capsule?
It's the person behind Eve. There's a pin on her shawl that looks just like the Eve announcer symbol, and the symbol on this secret note.
She could be dangerous. What if she attacks or something?
Whatever. There's 3 of us and only 1 of her. Stay alert.
The final latch clicked as cool air rushed from the containment unit. We watched in awe as the glass automatically rose. She looked as if she were asleep. A steady, barely noticeable rise and fell out of her chest, indicating her shallow breath. Then, her eyelids twitched.
How?
Her voice was horrendous but familiar. The formality, the small voice of Eve was now given a dramatic face. Okay, so the announcement voice, scratch that.
Hey, what are you doing?
Please, I can't bear being in here a second longer.
She muttered weirdly as she struggled with enormous effect to pull herself up. Come on, Lyle, give me a hand. Lyle grumbled in dissatisfaction but helped anyway, guiding Eve out of her containment spell. She crumbled up on the floor, completely fatigued. That's in Spanish. It's King Forte. Are you okay?
Forte's Spanish?
I'm pretty sure, remember?
I'm...
Remember, because you said a Scottish accent at the start, and then you heard him talk, and you were like, he's Spanish? But we kept it along with the joke, just because it was funny.
Alright.
She could hardly shake out a response. Then I remembered. Here. If...
No! Fuck. Red, no. That isn't Spanish, stupid!
Then what is it?
It's French!
Oh. Fuck. Reaching into my pocket, I offered her jam to Minish I had saved earlier.
Also, you're gonna have to edit that out.
Obviously, I'm going to edit that out. She genuinely accepted, taking only a few bites before stopping it altogether.
But hey, I improved.
Oh, Pandora, what have I done to you?
Blank somber stare gazed over her tearful eyes. You're Gare Esprit, right?
How do you know?
I don't know how to explain. I still don't know how to reasonably describe the strange occurrence I had experienced earlier. It caused me to know things I shouldn't.
Wait. Who is this?
She's...
It's okay. As Echo says, I'm Gaia Expere, Pandora's twin sister. Who couldn't save her?
Okay. Twin sister. That explained the striking similarity to Pandora.
Junko Enoshima? Save her? Does that mean this note was from you in an attempt to contact her?
Not Juko, because then one of their names would be different.
What's your role in the involvement in this game?
Hang on, you wanted to save her? I thought since you were part of the game that, I don't know, you were working against us? The heavy sigh, Guy? I don't know how to pronounce that.
Sorry.
Gare sat herself
No, sorry, no. It's Gaia.
Guy set herself up against the base of the containment unit.
You have a lot of questions. I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. Welcome to the testing chambers. It is a pleasure to meet you all. Echo, Lyle, and Cannon.
Is this SDR, not SDRA, V2, where it's like oh, you're all in a simulation and everybody's alive.
It's a lie!
It's a lie! We gave Fuck, I already forgot. Gary some time to regain her strength as she cautiously savored the pastry I had given her. She sat herself down in a chair in the small workstation as we idly waited. Lyle was noticeably impatient, Cannon still unread. Whatever.
So, Who are you in context of this game?
Unlike Zero, who controls the many aspects of the killing game, I'm just an overseer. We're able to oversee the entirety of the game from our captivity. Whoever is placed in one of these incubators has their consciousness removed from their body and incorporated into the technology of this facility. Wait, does that mean Zero's in here?
Probably?
Alright,
I was never originally part of this, but seeing as this containment unit has a autonomous framework into collecting data from our consciousness and biopsychology, I was able to wedge my way into the basic functions. But I'm concerned. It was Zero's request to open the foyer doors. I think he wanted you to find me in this room. I'm afraid he has something in store for me.
She shuddered as she went through the thought, as if what Gary said was true, even if she wasn't safe.
is this a farce? A bunch of lies to make us believe you're not a threat?
I don't think she is a threat, because while Zero is like, hey, first, kill everybody. They're more like,
Kill everyone!
chill.
I'm sorry I cannot provide more details to convince you. You'll just have to take my word for it.
In that case, where is Zero?
His body is in one of the other units. However, he is in much more worse condition.
Gary pointed at one of the other units on the opposite side of the hexagon centerpiece. Lyle and I walked over to the unit that was lit. The screen displayed critical in red. Was as she said, the visage of Zero was in the unit, but his hair and clothes were different, just like the student profile for Akihito. Cool. It's him. Ahikio Quartz, otherwise known as the ultimate radio host.
Zero, a despair program infected version of Ahiko, has control over the malicious threats. I ceded control over general facilities such as the infirmary in an attempt to make that note. It was Pandora's room gift. I composed the note for Pandora, and whoever could recognize the other emblem. Whoever could recognize Zero's, or rather, Akihiko Quartz's emblem.
Say,
But I haven't had any luck. And I'm not sure Pandora figured it out either.
huh? Gary doesn't know about the outer inside is. State's profile was attached with the Hikitos after all.
Akihiko.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Erdicannon's voice hushed, muttering.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Huh?
Why don't we just release him from the unit and be done with this game?
That is not advised. That's just Akihiko's body. The one operating the game is Zero, a forked consciousness of Akihiko that has been merged with the Despair program. I don't know how real Akihiko's consciousness is faring. I worry he's too far gone. If we release him, it's possible Zero could malfunction, but it could also kill the host's consciousness.
So what? A small price to pay for all the hell he's put us through.
No, please, it's not him! It's the fault of the Despair program, the Preservation Project, the ultimate prize!
What is the ultimate prize? Gary's eyes went dark.
All of this, a charade conducted with appalling precision for the purpose of the ultimate prize, a complete and utter hoax.
Okay, it's a hoax? I recalled what I heard earlier before I found myself back at the group split decision. The ultimate prize? That's say. I'll let you read.
The ultimate prize is freedom, right? The ultimate prize? You don't want it.
What is the ultimate prize? And a second after my voice hushed, sound through it. Uh-oh!
Chandelier, chandelier.
The lights went out. This is how it all started.
No! Darkness, Lyle's gift, direct from his fears to you. Only murder will lift the darkness.
The ominous short announcement cut out, and we were all left to wallow in the void. The room was blanked out in black velvet. I couldn't see my own hand in front of my own face. What? How is anyone meant to see anything in this darkness, let alone something as calculated as murder?
Calm yourselves. He wouldn't cut all the power if his former body is still in the containment unit.
Are you sure? Wait, that aside. Lyle, Cannon, how are you? Okay. There was no response from either of them. However, I heard a sharp hatch breath beside me. It sounds like it was having a fit. His voice was tight. Lyle, are you okay?
It's dark. I can't.
Hang in there. Flash briefly fled through the darkness. My eyes adjusted to the brightness, and I could see the silhouette of Gary standing some feet away from me, holding the light.
This should help. A flashlight in an emergency hit below my capsule.
So, last time when all the lights went out, homicide! Yes, thank you. Took the flashlight and directed the beam towards the wall, allowing me to see the bounce and display its room for a little more illuminate. Come on, deep breaths. His breaths were broken, but he was making an effort to control his breathing. I tried to comfort him, rubbing his trembling back as he tried to steady himself. As Gary and I gave Loud time to regroup, I noticed something strange. Wait, where's Cannon? Cannon? I called out to her, but got no response. Did she get lost?
Damn it! She has to be up to no good.
As much as I couldn't help but jump to the same conclusion, I felt there had to be another reason for her disappearance. Don't say that. As much as we hated to see the truth unlike the first trial, Cannon still helped us. Cannon killed you before, Echo! And she even gave me the group photo after Ash's trial. She probably went to look for the other three. Dude?
What could she possibly see in the pitch darkness? Why didn't she just sit still and do nothing like she always does?
I can't say. I just hope she doesn't do anything outrageous.
Sure, but there's no telling what could happen to her, though.
Urk.
A body has been discovered on the trial grounds.
Are we about to do homicide again? Just as Zero said that the lights returned and the announcement of a body discovery.
You will be granted a period of investigation, and then we will begin our class trial.
No way. I didn't want to believe it, but the game carried on and to take another victim. I gulped. Gary, do you know who was killed? Gary shifted nervously.
I cannot see anymore. After being removed from the containment unit, I can only do as much as you participants can. That is, until I gain control from the systems here.
Gary quickly made herself station. Huh?
Never mind.
Herself the program once more.
I was just checking because your audio cut out for me for a second.
No, I just wasn't talking, but hang on, let me check something. 30 minutes.
This,
Uh,
this can't be happening.
also, you said my name again, so that's 2 bleeps I'm gonna have to blurb out.
God dang it! I have been getting better, though. You have to admit that.
Yeah. So we have to go up there. I don't know what we'll find, but... Dude?
Another death. What else could occur in this damned place?
I didn't care if he ended in his tone, but Lyle was right. At this point, it would be foolish to accept anything less than death. However, I just wanted to know, whoever still was safe. Let's go. We can try to read things up to whoever's left. Dude?
What about her? Can we trust that she doesn't try anything funny?
Gary was deep in thought, her attention fixed to the workstation near Zero's.
Go ahead. I've been investigating this group for some time. There's still much to learn from here. I'll do what I can to shore up some information. Don't worry about me. I'll be on my own.
Dude, you
But
cut
I know
out for a
better
sec.
than to let my guard down.
Gary was focused on the workstation data, filling the monitors with lines and lines of who knows what. It didn't seem like she would be moving, so Lau and I left her to work. Okay, be careful.
Thank you.
Lau and I darted out of the testing chamber and made a haste for the elevator.
God,
What is it?
the elevator isn't working.
Can't wait around for this elevator, let's just head up the stairs, hurry.
She better not be conniving with Zero after all.
Lau growled to himself, but I didn't reply. It was impossible for me to say what or not. Gay was truly on our side or not. But after freeing her from captivity, I was feeling she wasn't hostile. I sighed. Regardless, there was more immediate, pressing matters to attend to. Making about a face, we rushed down through the hall, back up the stairs. Returning to the foyer, we had met a troubling sight. But it was discovered in the trial grounds! Missy! As we closed on her,
Not
the first thing I noticed
Yakiatomi!
was the large lash that was cut to her chest. Her heart blood was up right against the elevator door, jammed between the elevator cab and the foyer, preventing the doors from shutting.
Shit!
We rushed her side as we maintained a cautious distance, unmoving body. I reached for her glasses and I noticed her bracelet. Lyle, before we jump to any conclusions, I was concerned, of course, but I drew Lyle's attention to her wrist. Oh, it's still rose gold. She's alive! She's not the victim, but what happened to her, and why did the body discovery announcement go off? She's alive, right? Sorry, that's you.
She's alive, right? Get her up and let's find out.
Lyle kneeled down, trying to wake her from whatever daze her in, as I returned her glasses. Her eyes flustered as she groaned, reaching towards the deep cut in her chest. Missy?
Oh, Echo and Lyle? Come with me.
Her eyes snapped open as she leapt toward the elevator, clicking the button for the trial grounds. We gave the chance to rumble on the requested floor. Upon arrival, we were met with another gruesome encounter. Who do you think it is?
Please be Forte, please be Forte, please be Forte.
It's going to be Forte, right?
Thank the Lord!
I was gonna say, he was the last filler character. Wait.
What the fuck? Wait, what? Huh? Wait, what? Huh? Wait, what?
Okay. Yup. Forte's body was covered in blood. Say shined with the liquid stare while sitting on the floor, a motionless gaze staring at him. She said nothing as the three of us surrounded Forte's body. His bracelet was tinged with a shaking bright color that indicated his death status, as if the pool of blood didn't indicate it clearly enough.
What the hell happened when we split up?
Astonishingly painted Missy's face as she took the scenery. He whipped around to glare at another damning, the one drenched in blood.
What?
Say's detailed expression told us nothing, perhaps everything.
I'm sorry. I don't know. Oh, I have no idea what happened here. You better not be lying. I am not.
Missy flinched and tentatively tried to cover her wound.
Investigate as you wish. I won't stop you. I need to clean this up.
There is one thing. Missy toured through the elevator through the infirmary on the other side, leaving us with the victim and Say.
So, care to share anything, Say?
Is she dead?
Didn't think so.
I think she's dead.
No, she's not. Her eyes were open in the discovery,
Oh,
and now
okay.
they're closed. This is a mess.
No kidding. Is it really up to us to investigate? We've just been the furthest away from the crime. How could we begin interfering what occurred 4 floors above?
It's only up to us. Does it look like either Say or Misty are going to fess up? They're covered in blood.
Yeah, you're right. At the very least, we were together with Gare, so that solidifies our alibi somewhat. Having that said, Kennen was still nowhere to be found. Could it be?
Then let's get to it.
Okay, well, to save time, this is where we're ending.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, we've already been recording for over 40 minutes now.
Well, it's been lovely. It's been lovely, guys. Check out the Undertale Yellow video that's coming out soon. I don't know when it's coming out, but it's going to be coming out soon.
He's excited for that.
I'm going
Just let him have his moment, guys.
We're going to be adventuring further into Snowden, and that's going to be awesome.